Hello everybody, what's going on? I am back with another video once again for you guys on my second channel. Today is Friday, August 2nd, 2024, and the time right now is currently 5:30 p.m. and yeah, I'm doing another ranting video. As you can probably tell by the title, this rant is going to be on controlling people. You know, that is just something I really can't stand. Controlling people. Oh my god. You know, where do I even start with this? Like, seriously. You know, what's the purpose of being controlling anyways? You know, like, does it make you look good? Absolutely not! And let me explain why. Because being controlling makes you, more toxic. It makes you think you're better than everyone else when you're not. You're getting into people's personal boundaries when you're controlling, and you're making people feel uncomfortable when you're being controlling. Like, there is no reason to be controlling whatsoever. And who can be controlling, you may ask? The answer is anybody can. Friends, teachers, random people, like, anyone can be controlling. Like, and I can share with you a few incidents where I had to deal with that. Like, for example, like, these toxic people my old friends used to hang out with, like, I cut ties with them a couple months ago because they were just being so controlling and bossy to me over the years, and I just had enough. So, yeah, like, I would get criticized all the time, and I would be given unsolicited advice. Like, I hated that, so I didn't want to deal with that anymore, so I just cut ties with them and stuff. And I remember, like my old friend's mother, like, she was always being controlling and demanding and, like, pressuring me to bring food every time we'd go on vacation. I would tell her over and over again, I promise you I'm bringing food. But she would still keep on knacking at me over and over again. I got so annoying, so I just said, screw it, I'm not going to go on vacation anymore because I'm tired of this garbage. You know, if I'm not going to get treated right, then why should I go on vacation? Like, yeah, like, this is another thing I want to talk about. Like, and, like, heck, even parents can be controlling too. Now, I didn't mention that because I never had to deal with controlling parents, luckily. But unfortunately, there are some people that do have to deal with controlling parents. Like, for one, parents forcing their kids to eat foods they don't want. Like, that is unacceptable. And I understand that parents want their kids to be healthy. I'm not against that. But you should never be controlling and tell your kids what to do. Like, if they don't want to eat a certain food, don't force them to do that. Like, let them eat what they want. If they want to eat all the ice cream in the world, just freaking let them. Like, being difficult on your kids over food is not going to solve anything. It's only going to make things worse. And, it's like, it could just lead to a lot of nonsense that you don't want to happen. So just stop being hard on your kids. Let them eat what they want. Because, yeah, like, if they want to eat healthy, let them do that on their own. Like, don't do it for them and be a control freak. Like, come on, you freaking parents. Like, not just with that, but sometimes parents could be, like, they could put these stupid, dumb rules in place. Oh, you gotta go to bed at 7 o'clock at night. You gotta, like, no going out. You're punished because you didn't do the dishes when I wanted you to. Oh, you gotta be home at this certain time. Like, screw that. Like, stop it with all these dumb, unnecessary rules. Like, give your child some freedom. Like, it's, like, come on. Like, I would never be that way if I was a parent. Like, I'd let my kid do whatever they want. Like, come on. Like, we only live once, and you're gonna sit there and be that bossy and controlling? Like, come on now. Like, that is just wrong, and that is just unacceptable. Do you know what I mean? Like, heck, I even had to deal with freaking controlling people at school. Like, teachers, other students, like, and I'm still dealing with that now, unfortunately. Like, I get treated like a kid all because I'm special ed, which is ridiculous. Like, every time I speak my mind on something, I get criticized for it, because I'm apparently the one in the wrong. You know, which is ridiculous. Like, because I get judged for everything, and, like, for example, I want to break from a job site, and I get criticized for that. Like, come on, like, if people need a break, just let them have a break. Like, stop being difficult on a person. Being difficult on someone is not going to solve anything. I promise you, being hard on a person doesn't solve anything at all. Like, it just makes the person uncomfortable. It makes them miserable. And why on earth would you want that? Just let people do things the way they want, the way that makes them comfortable. That's how we should do things, not how you want. Why do we have to please you? Like, I don't mind pleasing people if it's something I do like to do, but if it's something I don't want to do, then forget it. I'm not going to do that. So deal with it. Because that's honestly just pure ridiculous right there. You know what I mean? Like, knock it off with that, you teachers. Come on now. Like, there is no reason for that. Like, again, at school, like, teachers would be controlling. Like, we'd want to do a certain project. They would say no. They would just put these dumb rules in place. Oh, the bell doesn't dismiss you, I do. Oh, like, you know, some teachers are just rude and strict. And you can get yelled at for getting out of your seat or whatever. And like, that is just unacceptable right there. And heck, even some teachers, like, freaking, like, they don't let you use notes on a test, which is ridiculous. Like, some people, like, I have short-term memory loss, for example. And, like, when a teacher doesn't allow me to use notes on a test or an exam, like, that's very stressful because I can't remember everything in my head. I easily forget the stuff in my head, and, yeah, that could make me do bad on a test. Like, come on, like, your brain doesn't always have the ability to store every single thing. So people have notes, just let them use the notes. God, come on now. That is just ridiculous right there. Like, teachers, let your students have freedom. Let your students do what they want. Let them do things the way they want. Like, be easier on your students. And heck, it's another thing I'll bring up about being controlling. Like, last year I had this stupid CVS work experience, and I have a story time video for that in the future, but, like, my caseworker, like, she was controlling and she was hard on me, and I would get judged because I didn't wear a watch. Like, I don't wear that crap. Like, you know, I had my phone on me at the time before it broke recently, but, yeah, like, you know, I'd get picked on because when I didn't have a watch or I was on break for too long. Like, come on now. That is just wrong. Like, was I hard on you? No, I wasn't. So there's no reason to be hard on me. See, being hard on someone is considered being controlling, you know? Like, heck, like, even one time I was at a job site, I wanted a break, and the, you know, job coach was like, I want you to do more work first before you go on a break. Like, come on. Like, what if I want a break now? Like, you need to respect that. Like, let me have a break when I want, not when you want. Like, that is just stupid, you know what I mean? Like, come on. Yeah, like, and my old friend, like, yeah, he was just so controlling. I remember one time, like, I wanted to look at his fire alarm, and he was like, you can't look at that right now. You gotta go to bed. It was like this. Like, I was looking at his fire alarm. He was like, Dale, put that down. Put that away. You need to go to bed. Like, ugh. I was pissed off. Like, there's no reason to talk to your friend like that. There is no reason. That is completely unacceptable. Like, I have been so nice and so respectful for him, and, you know, like, he doesn't even appreciate it. So, yeah, I'm done with that guy, but, yeah. But, you know, yeah, just, you know, I'm tired of people being controlling. I'm tired of people giving me a hard time. I'm tired of, you know, oh, do this, do that. Like, heck, like, it's also a good reason why it's better to stay single. Because if you have a girlfriend or something, or let's say you're a girl and you get a boyfriend, like, they might be controlling and tell you what to do. Like I wouldn't want to deal with that if I had a girlfriend. Like, you know, at the same time, I do want a girlfriend, but that's one of the reasons why I don't want one, is because they might be controlling and they might, you know, dictate what I do in my life, and, like, I don't want to deal with that. Like, I just want my own comfort and I want my own peace, and, like, and just because you have a significant other it doesn't mean you can expect them to always do everything for you. You still need to do things yourself. You know what I mean? It's honestly very irritating and annoying to have to deal with that. So yeah, like honestly, if I do want to get a girlfriend at the same time, but like I also don't want to be bossed around constantly. Like that's part of the reason why I'd rather stay single, because like I want to have my own time. I don't want to be bossed and criticized all the freaking time, because yeah, I would hate that. Like that is so unnecessary and stupid. Like, you know, your significant other has a life as much as you do, you know? Like, we all have lives, so you gotta respect that. And stop being bossy. Do things yourself. Like, you know, if you have a disability or something, you can't do certain things, that is understandable. But if you're totally capable, then you need to do it yourself instead of being lazy and crap, and come on. Like, and I'll admit, like, I don't do a whole lot of things. I don't get out of the house much, and that's because you know, I have social anxiety issues, and I can't go out, or it'll be too stressful for me and stuff. So that's the only exception, and that is okay, until eventually I can hopefully become social, and that won't really be a problem anymore. And then I'll get my life more on track, and I'll be more social. Like, then that'll be better for me. But until then, I gotta deal with this stupid, ridiculous shyness, which I can't stand it. So I can't wait until it eventually goes away, because I'll feel a lot better when I become social. But yeah, I mean, this is my video. I mean, controlling people suck. Like, heck, even my uncle and my aunt were controlling when we were living with them, and they had these dumb rules in place. No vacuuming, no bringing food in the room, you gotta eat downstairs. Ugh. No using the bathroom late at night. Like, a bunch of just ridiculous, unnecessary rules. And it's, you know, it's another thing, like I remember I was at the public pool back in June 2021. I already mentioned this a lot, but like, the lifeguards were so strict, and I wasn't even doing nothing wrong, and I still got yelled at. Like, you gotta wait to get off the diving board. The person was all the way on the other side of the pool, and there was nobody in front of me, so it was safe to jump off. Like, I still got yelled at. Like, that is just ridiculous right there. Like, there was no reason for that. So yeah, like, that was an example of the lifeguards at that public pool were being controlling, and yeah, that was ridiculous. So yeah, I just wanted to also mention that in the video as well, because that was just ridiculous and unacceptable too. Like, so the moral of the story: don't be controlling. If people want to do what they want to do, respect that. Give them freedom. Stop being controlling and telling us what to do. And heck, even the government's controlling as well, which is bull crap and all that. But I mean, yeah. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'm sure everyone's going to agree. I mean, yeah, being controlling is just wrong. There's no reason for that. I do not tolerate controlling people whatsoever. It is ridiculous. Like, stop being controlling. You're just making yourself look toxic. You're making yourself look ignorant. Like, when you're controlling, like, it, you know, oh, I'm going to be controlling because I am better than this person, so I'm going to act superior and tell them what to do. That'll make me better. Actually, no, it doesn't make you better. It makes you look ignorant and stupid. Like, give people freedom. Why is that so hard? And there's no reason to be controlling if people are innocent. That is just so wrong. You know, the only time being controlling is okay is when, like, people are misbehaving. You gotta step it further. That I get. But if that's not happening, being controlling is super wrong! Goodness gracious, dude! Stop being controlling! God! Alright, folks, I'm gonna sign off. Have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.